Pop culture has trained us to picture Annabelle as a porcelain nightmare, scarred and terrifying. But the actual historical artifact is a perfectly preserved, mass-produced Raggedy Ann. The origins of this toy line are deeply wholesome. In 1915, a man named John Garrell received a patent after taking his daughter's plain-faced doll and drawing a triangular nose and two small eyes on it, creating one of the most popular toys of the 20th century. Jump forward to the 1970s. An old antique Raggedy Ann is purchased from a hobby store and gifted to Deidre, a 25-year-old nursing student. Deidre wasn't a collector. She simply placed it on her bed as a novelty decoration. The anomalies began quietly. Deidre would make her bed in the morning, sitting the doll up with its legs stretched straight out. When she returned home in the evening, the doll's ankles would be crossed. A few weeks later, she found its arms neatly folded in its lap. This subtle movement creates a physical contradiction. A stuffed rag doll has no internal structure or joints to lock its limbs in place. For the doll to maintain these specific posed positions against the pull of gravity, it required external manipulation. The physical movement soon escalated. One night, Deirdre and Laura opened their front door to find the doll kneeling on the floor in the hallway. They tried to replicate the pose, but the soft fabric immediately collapsed under its own weight. Then the communication started. The roommates began finding scraps of parchment paper scattered around the apartment. Scrawled across them in messy, childlike pencil markings were messages reading, "Help us," and "Help Cal." Convinced a human intruder was playing a prank, the nursing students took a methodical approach. They marked the doors, they marked the windows, and carefully rearranged rugs to ensure anyone stepping inside would leave a physical trace. The traps yielded no evidence of an intruder. Yet, upon returning home one evening, they found 3 fresh droplets of blood on the doll's chest and a smear of red across the back of its fabric hand. The markers suggested no human had entered the apartment, but the blood confirmed a physical presence was heavily active inside. With no rational explanation remaining, Deidre and Laura sought answers from a medium. The roommates brought a medium into the apartment to hold a seance, hoping to contact whatever was moving the doll. The medium delivered a heartbreaking story. The spirit was a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins who had died on the property. She claimed to be lonely and only wanted to be loved by the young nurses. Operating out of empathy, Deidre and Laura made a critical error. The spirit asked if it could inhabit the doll to stay with them, and the girls gave it their explicit permission. It took the arrival of investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren to provide a different diagnosis. The Warrens